Today is the 15th of February 2000. We are in Seville, and this is the cathedral, depending on the book you read, the second or third largest cathedral in the world, after the Vatican and St. Paul's. It's extraordinary Gothic architecture, and they began construction in 1402 and worked on it for a couple of hundred years. This Gothic cathedral houses about 500 works of art inside, and they are most extraordinary oil pieces. There are rooms which almost look like museum rooms that are filled with extraordinary oil paintings, and you can just tell that when this was built, Spain was incredibly rich. It's apparent that this was built during Spain's richest time. This is when all the treasures from America were coming back, and Spain was truly, truly prosperous. And you can see it in the architecture and in the opulence. There is also inside the mausoleum of Christopher Columbus, although it's in dispute as to whether or not his remains are really inside. Several places like to claim him.
It's purportedly the tomb of Christopher Columbus. They also claim in the Dominican Republic that he's buried there. In fact, I know he was buried in the Dominican Republic at one time. And for whatever reason, he was moved here, at least according to the Andalusians. For an Italian who was living in Portugal and sailing with the Portuguese, he certainly has gotten to be a big thing with the Spanish. The Spanish, of course, put up the money for him to head west to explore this theory he had. In fact, there was a continent you could get to the east by going west.
Which is the tower connected to the cathedral in Seville. It began as a mosque in the 12th century. At the base of it you see stone, and then you see brick, and there are 2 meters of stone, and then it's 96 meters in height. So I just wonder what led them to do the 2 meters of stone and then go to brick. But as you go up, you can see the change in the architecture. It began as a minaret in the 12th century, and then in the 16th century, the Christians decided to put a top on it and make this tower the bell tower for their church. And to see the simpleness at the bottom and then the more ornateness at the top, the Gothic influence, which makes it connect beautifully with the church. And this tower is Seville's. This is the pride. I mean, this is the one thing that truly stands for Seville. It's truly quite something.